Alright, so I know what you guys are thinking. I thought this was an ortho video. So what are you doing in your place? You shouldn't be here. I don't normally start my videos like this. In fact, I prefer not to, simply because I like to do my intros in the place itself, right? I don't like to do my intros like back at home where all the actions and there's no anticipation. Yeah. So I don't know if you guessed it, but yes, it happened again. Yes, yet again. I've had audio issues with my camera again. This time around at Orto Fishing Paradise. Really sucked, you know. I really hate it when it happens. Really hate it. So the truth is, for the most part, a good amount of footage has the audio wasn't really properly recorded. But don't worry, so for those parts, I guess I'll be covering them from my house in the view of the comfort of my home. So don't worry about that, it's all still good. This will be still a pretty interesting video. And you're gonna want to watch this video because, you know, I managed to actually cover some pretty interesting stuff. So you know what, I'm just gonna stop talking because the truth is I managed to capture at least the intros and certain parts and the outro as well. So for those parts there will still be audio, but for the most part there is no audio, but there will still be my voice, so don't worry about that. Alright, so just sit back, relax and enjoy this video. And it is a very good morning indeed. As you can tell, today I am not at any reservoir. Actually at a paypond. I'm pretty sure you guys can recognize the place. It's actually Orto Fishing Paradise. I haven't been here in a very long time. I used to frequent this place a lot because it's actually not that far from me. It's actually pretty near my, I would say pretty near my place, about 2 MRT stations more. And so today I'm here. It's been a long time. Feeling pretty excited actually. I'm going to be here for a while with actually 2 friends today. Doing a lot of fishing, I guess. I'm not targeting anything in particular, just really open to pretty much any fish, like any fish out there. That's good enough. But for a start, I think I'm going to try luring first at maybe the luring pond, and moving on from there we'll see what we catch and what we're able to catch and stuff. So yeah, I'll do that first. Actually, we'll probably use bait throughout the day or so, try different baits, and hopefully we'll be able to catch a variety of species. So usual routine, I'm going to hook you guys up and I'll catch you guys in a bit. See ya. So I'm going to start today as promised with luring. Going to start off the day with a small shad, small soft plastic that sort of looks like a bait fish, I guess. I'm going to start off right over here. So I actually brought the sand today too. Don't know how that's going to go for us. I think by the sides. I'll tell you what, by the sides here first. Oh my god, that was a pretty bad cast. No bite there. Right by this pump, maybe, just maybe. Oh, there we go. Oh. All right, barramundi. There we go. First fish of the day. There we go. So first fish of the day is a nice barramundi. Thanks. So there we go. We're just gonna let this guy go right away. Oh, just nice. Sean is on. Sean is on. Alright, nothing like that. Real screaming. Tell you. Oh, just nice. I made it back here. Where's the net? Oh. Can Patin also good fight. Eh? Oh, looks like it's not done yet. Shoots out of rocks. Oh shit. Why is this net so short? Yes. Alright. Oh, not bad size, honestly. Right, it's somewhere here. And there you have it. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got our scented rubber going. So now we're gonna just try it out and see if we catch anything on this new bait. Okay. Oh. So as you can see, I actually tried luring for a while with the artificial scent with my Arging soft plastic, but that didn't really work out after that. You know, I felt kind of weird because it's strange. I thought that it was a sure win. I mean, scent with a small plastic like that should be good to go. But you know, fishing, you always gotta change it up. I mean, auto fishing paradise, so there's already a lot of variety of fish to catch. So now what I'm doing is I'm hooking up my bigger setup right up here. So I'm actually starting off the day. I'm actually starting off with this setup with a soft plastic as well. Did a bit of luring at first, you know, just to see whatever is willing, if there's anything that's willing to bite, you know. So yeah, just bouncing the bottom or just slow rolling the bottom with a curly tail, if I remember correctly. It's a curly tail soft plastic. Yeah, trying every corner. Right over here, I met this guy, this dude. He had some line issues. He got caught up in some braid on his main rig, which kind of sucked because he told me that he actually caught a hook on his CPC, but because of this line issue, he actually lost the fish. So tough luck, man, tough luck. Well, my friend Sean here, the guy in the blue, oh dear, they're both in blue shirts. Yeah, this dude right here. He actually caught, he's hooked up right now, as you can see. Alright, he actually caught the patin as his first fish. Now, you know, fishing, you just gotta switch it up, I guess. You know, sometimes something doesn't work out, just to switch it up. So, you know, I was doing luring at first, but I decided to actually try a little micro fishing. So, just a small hook. As you can see, I didn't have my weights that day, so I'll just use a bucktail jig as the weight. So it's really just an Apollo rig with a little bucktail as the weight, doing a little micro fishing. You know, you'd think that microfishing would work out pretty well. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Didn't really go so well for me. Didn't really have bites at all. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really do it for a very long time, but you know, the bites just never came. I thought that if I use a small bait like that, the bites would come in fast and furious for things like tilapia and stuff. So I decided to just hook on a piece of bread that was scented with a bit of Globuldub and just toss it out there. Notice my pretty nice rod stand, huh? You know, it's like it lies horizontal, so the line just comes out very smoothly from the reel itself. So yeah, that's always something I really like about this rod stand. And now we wait. And I actually got hooked up. Yes, so this was another piece of bread that I threw out there. It's sort of floating on the surface. It was grabbed by this mysterious fish. And what fish is it? And it is a CPC, chow parakeet. So that's something I like chow parakeets. You know, they fight really hard. And you know, they just have a lot of stamina. They can just keep going. And they look like sharks, so that's always a plus. So I just grab a quick photo and just let this guy go. So right now what I'm doing is that I actually am trying yet another tactic, because you know, you just gotta switch it up when something doesn't work. So I'm using a Taiwanese sausage this time around, just hooking it nice and easy. And take a seat. Right, so this part is where it starts to get really interesting. So, you know, I had my main rod out, right? Yeah, sure. I can only use one rod in the main pond, sure. But you know what? I decided to actually explore some of these, the drains behind the Orto. Yeah, this small canal, very shallow, about less than a foot of water. And because I had a bucktail on also, you know the Apollo rig, right? It was still on that light rod that I had. So the bucktail was still up there. I was thinking to myself that maybe I could just bounce around and see if there's anything around that's willing to hit. So that's what I did. Now actually, in my initial recce of this place, I actually saw like a very big Heyyaaa, but I suspect that it's a resident Heyyaaa because it was pretty big and it was very smart and it didn't even want to take a sniff of my bucktail. So you know, I know I just kind of messed around and just bounce around, you know. Right, so as I was fishing the Heyyaaa, right, during one of these casts, I actually managed to draw some attention from certain fish, and I realized it was a Mayan cichlid, and I tried to just play around that area for a little bit. You know, they would chase, but they really wouldn't. No, he would hit the lure actually, but the bucktail was kind of big. The hook was kind of big, so there was no way he was getting that hook. So as you can see, I actually switched up to a minnow also, a suspending minnow, but that didn't work out. So what I'm doing here is I'm switching yet again. It's during this period of time that I figured to myself that, you know, it doesn't really matter what I catch them on, so long as I catch them. So I decided to put back the Apollo rig, the one with the bucktail as the weight, and just use bait. So if I remember correctly, I was actually using a small piece of Taiwanese sausage on this rig right here. So you can see the water is pretty clean and it's really very shallow, like about a foot or less. And after, I wouldn't say it's a very long time, just for a little bit, I couldn't actually believe it because he actually took the bait. Look who got caught! Nice, fat, delicious mine. So that's a nice, good sized mine from the drain behind Orto. So I was actually good. The plan was to use actually some of these mines as live bait, but this one was kind of big. So I met a fellow angler who saw me catching that mine and I was telling him how I caught it. So I tried again, this time around with hopes to get a smaller Mayan cichlid. Plus the first one was pretty big. I knew there were a couple of them right about in the wheat and stuff. And there you have it, a small Mayan cichlid. Now Sean was pretty pleased with this one because earlier on he tried using live bait, but that was a pretty big one and didn't quite work out for him. So this was a smaller piece, so it's easier to work with. Yeah. Everyone's kind of excited with all the live bait. Doing this kind of thing can be pretty addictive, you know. So what I'm doing here is that I'm actually moving over to catch yet another one. As you can see, it really didn't take long at all. And this one was even smaller, so nice bite-sized chunk. At this point I was pretty pleased with myself because I like doing unconventional stuff. I like doing stuff that surprises me. Like, you know, not the normal stuff. So this was pretty interesting. So just as you can see now, what I'm doing is that, you know, the fact that I've already caught a few from a single spot, you know, I thought to myself that I would just try to explore around this entire drain or canal, whatever you call it, a ditch, I don't know, and just see, you know, what else. So at this point in time, something caught my attention, and it was actually a fish that I saw. So I was pointing to my friend Sean right here that, you know, I was pointing to him, you know, hey, do you see that? Do you see that? And I'm not gonna spoil the surprise right now, but you guys are about to find out in a short while what fish that is. So I make that first pitch, right? Throw it in. Mind you, this is actually very shallow water still. So yes, jig it a bit, jig it a bit. So at this point in time, I actually managed, I think it was two fish. They were actually attracted to whatever I presented to them, but they hadn't quite taken the bait. And now I was kind of snagged at a certain area, jigging that bucktail with that small piece of bait right there. Yeah, didn't work out, so I made another pitch. So continued bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. And it was on this cast that I realized that it wasn't actually the bucktail that was catching their attention. It was really a small piece of bait that was just jiggling about that really got their attention going. And yeah, I kind of got stuck back in the same area, so trapped. I didn't want to give up, right? I really want to catch the fish, so I just tried again, this time around bearing in mind that the fish were attracted to the small piece of bait that was actually attached. So yeah, lo and behold, yes, it actually bit. And look what we have here. We have ourselves peacock bass. You can't hear the audio in this segment, but I was honestly very excited because I wouldn't have expected to catch peacock bass from here. I mean, it's just a small ditch really. And I was really excited. Yeah, I kept walking about, telling my friends. Yeah, he actually came over and gave it a little nice touch. There we go. So here you can get a nice view of the fish. Yeah, yes, it's not a big fish, I know. It's just cool to actually see something like this in just a place like this. Yep, so just release him real quick. Definitely not using him as bait. So with that last bass, I decided to just, I should really focus on the main pond too. So I decided to just make another pitch of Taiwanese sausage with hopes of catching yet another big catfish. The truth would be I actually tried to explore various parts of the canal, drain, and I would see fish here and there. You would find a variety of fish like Mayans, ones, and even peacock bass, the small ones. But yeah, so some proved to be really smart, and I really wasn't able to convince them to actually bite the lure. A shame. But so you can see over here, water is pretty nice and clean. So I'll see fish, I'll just make the pitch and see if they're willing to take. Most of the times it'll be a no. In fact, that peacock bass right there, that was the last fish I caught from this small drain. But it's still cool to know that you can pull fish out from a place like this. So I was just setting my rod down at this point in time. Yeah, at this point in time I'm full on baiting. Just placing my rod there for anything that wants to bite a little piece of Taiwanese sausage, because Sean here is hooked up yet again. Yes, there we go. So if you're wondering why Sean is so successful, and in fact this is his first time at Orto Fishing Paradise, and it's actually because he's using a bomb rig, the kind that uses a lot of what do you call that powder thing. So he's pretty successful, and right here I was pretty excited because that small fish right there, that's a rohu, and it's his first rohu. So he was pretty excited about that. Because in terms of quantity, Sean was the MVP that day. He caught the most fish. That was pretty impressive. And may I introduce you to the RTC Master. It is my personal RTC Master. This guy catches RTC like it's nothing. Like, he keeps getting hooked up to RTCs. Red-tailed catfish by the way. So I was just reading my rod over here, because he was fishing quite a dangerous area, I guess. So just kind of get the rod out of the way. There we go. And no surprise, it's a RTC. There we go. So as you can see, I actually tried the drain for quite a while. I didn't want to give up at all. At this point in time, I was running back, and because my friend was telling me that, Bert, your lion's actually running out, screaming out right now. So I had to go back and check it out. So yeah, line was peeling out, and I was actually using a circle hook, so I couldn't really set the hook in a traditional way. Yeah, so you want a fish to just make sure that the fish has the bait really nicely placed in its mouth, and then you sort of like tighten the drag bit and stuff, pointing towards the fish, and then hopefully get a good hook set, which I did right here. Right, there we go. So nice solid hookup ready, and we're just fighting the fish right now. So I actually prefer circle hooks. I don't like the idea of I don't like the odds of having the fish ingest the hook. I think that's not the best. That's not good. I'm sure you agree with me. And circle hooks just reduce that by a lot. And lo and behold, it's another CPC. I like these guys. I like these fish. They fight really hard, and this one is not even like monster, and I was actually pretty tired already. So I had a quick photo with this guy. So this is the fish that I posted with in my recent Instagram post, or rather not so recent, in the Instagram post with the red-tailed cat and the chowpar catfish. Yeah, so this is the fish. So right now I'm actually bringing back my rod and reel because the RTC Master is on again. Right, so towards the end of my session, I actually gave luring another go with that small arging plastic I used in the morning. And I'll be frank, you know, it wasn't successful, not successful at all. Hardly got any hits. And it was really sad because I thought this was like the prime time. But I made an interesting discovery, which was that, you know, the dude beside me, he was actually fishing with me around. He just came for the luring part. He just came. And he actually caught fish using like paddle tails and only paddle tails. So around 2-inch, 3-inch. So you might want to try that out, you know, if you're coming here for the next time. So yeah, so this was pretty much what I did for the remaining part of the session. So beyond this is the outro, and I'll just leave you guys with that. And welcome back. Yeah, so this is the end of this session at Orto today. Have to say it's not the worst of days. Have to really put it out there that you can tell it's like the evening now, and it's true, it is the evening, and we were here in the morning. So this was a 12-hour session. So myself, I only landed from the main pond. From the main pond, I landed the 2 fish. Got a lot of hits today though, but didn't manage to really hook up. It was quite a shame. Hong, on the other hand, landed, today he's an RTC Master, as you can see at the back there, RTC Master at the back. So if you want to find out more about Hong's technique, maybe I'll share with you someday. It's a very interesting technique that I'll probably try to employ next time. It really involves a lot of relaxing basically. So as you also saw, there's one point today that I actually tried to fish at the drain area just beside the main pond. That was pretty cool, right? To see all those Mayan cichlids and peacock bass. It's pretty interesting to actually see some stuff over there. So I mean, if you need live bait next time, or the waiting is too long, maybe you can just go and try that for a bit. So that was a pretty cool experience. Didn't manage to. I thought I wouldn't be able to actually catch anything, but hey, at least I got quite a variety. Just that the last part there, I tried luring for king buck law in the morning and the evening as well. Morning only caught one, evening didn't even catch anything. Got one bite and that's all. So I realized that, you know, the guy beside me was very successful by using like paddle tails. So if you guys are coming down, you remember paddle tails only. Pretty much only paddle tails work. I've tried like the shrimp and the arging rubber and stuff, and I really didn't get any hits at all. Yeah, it's quite a shame because I could have got so many hits, huh? And that's gonna be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's really out of the place, not out of the place, it's really here and there, not really a fixed goal or anything, but I still hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you found it interesting, and how do I normally close my videos? Yeah, so take care, fish hard, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye guys. What?
Like one bottle, unopened at all.
Are you serious?
The seal and everything.